Thanks so much for joining us. We've got a couple of journalists in the room, so we'll let them ask their questions and then go to Zoom.
Rito, obviously, you guys are rotating a bit. Just your thoughts on the changes that you are making, obviously leaving a few key players out.
Yeah, I think, it's important to carry on with that mindset of trying to build a very strong squad. We've got JJ Kota, very good players coming back to starting lineup. Looking forward to seeing him play. Frans was on the bench last week. He's back starting in captain. Very happy to see Gary Porter getting a start. He hasn't played much. Very promising player for us. Every time he's played, he's done really well. So we're looking forward to see him go. Namakaba obviously coming in at 6 with Dion's injury. It's extremely important to have another 6, who can start and perform that fetching role. And Nama's done that, really well in the past couple of years. Injuries have just slowed him down, but we thought, this is a good time to try see, if we can start picking up some form. I think we've been very consistent with the other 2 loose forwards, Achiva and Ivan. So it's a nice balance, a few Gary coming in, Nama coming in, and JJ, but the rest of the guys, they've played quite a bit. Also really looking forward to see Steph Ungura. He also hasn't played a lot, but he's played some crucial games this year, so it's nice to have him in. Rochelle takes a bit of a break, had a bit of a calf strain last week, so it will be nice to have him rest a little bit. Monis starts, now we've got Simelane coming in to pair up with Dan Dupe. Very happy with that. He's showed a lot of promise when he played his last game, so it's extremely important for us to let him have a run and try get him to have the same standards and that he sort of put out the last time, and then back 3, guys that have played quite a bit. So we're quite happy with the team that we've put out. Ruben obviously goes to the bench, someone who's played pretty much almost every game, so it's only fair that we sort of give him a bit of a breather in terms of minutes. And I think Nietling sort of the same. He doesn't make the 23. He's also played quite a bit. Gives a nice opportunity for a youngster like Sazi Sandi, who's also done really, really well when he's played for us. And Skara as well. Hasn't played a lot this season, but we know what we have in him, so it's nice to give him a run, highly experienced. I think we're going really good, and we're building nice depth. When we spoke this week, you think of a guy like Marcel. He's on 49 now, 49 caps. A couple of years ago, everyone was under 20 except a few experienced guys. So we're building good depth. We're very happy with where the squad is going. And at certain times, we have to be brave. But we're quite happy with the guys coming in. Vili's coming in on the bench. Really happy with that. Paul Devet and Damien will sort of be the 2 backs. As you've seen, we're doing that 6-2 split. But we're quite happy with the guys that we've brought in. And we're looking forward to the game tomorrow.
And Salman?
Salman sits out this week. He sits out. I mean, if you look at that game against La Rochelle, we had 3 concussions. Salman, Ben Jason, and Hachiva. And I think, it was just, we had to be quite clever in how we manage that because of the return to play protocols. So maybe they don't train fully on game week. So we thought maybe it's a good time to rest the captain, also a good time to rest Ben Jason, let them recover fully. They probably would have made the game, but that's probably the reason behind it. Just, no rush. We've got good enough players to sort of back them up. So it's not an injury sort of pull out. It was just more like, guys, we've got the luxury of Gary Porter and Andre Smith and Ruben. We can afford to give, someone a bit of a break and let him recover fully. We can afford to give Ben Jason a bit of a break. We've got Marcel Tinnison, we've got Vili, We've got Achiva starting at 7, now Maklaba and everyone else. So that's the benefit of having a very strong squad, you know.
Is there a matter of weighing up calculated risk? I mean, the Ospreys have actually got quite a few big names. So maybe a calculated risk, but keeping guys fresh, you know, like in case you need them, or so that they're sharp, like, you know, at business end.
100%. You know, it's extremely important. You know, it would be wrong of us to leave guys out, and then maybe we get an injury in the playoffs and then expect them to come perform at a high level. So we have to keep them sharp, bring in guys, you know, at calculated times. We haven't changed our whole team. We've just sort of changed strategic positions, and the guys that have come in, we really beg them to do the job.
Is for another reason, the rotation, perhaps Leinster, saving for the best for next week? Because I mean, that's a big game as well. Did you guys think of that?
No, Ospreys deserves all the respect, you know, that, you know, they're like 2 points behind us, you know, so our big focus this week is to go hard and try prepare as best as we could and put a team that can perform against Ospreys. You know, we haven't spoken much about Leinster, so our main focus is this tomorrow's game.
And just Dion Fourie, I might have missed this. Is he out for the season? Will he still be able to make the playoffs?
No, I think, yeah, he's out for a while. Yeah, I think he's done for the season, but you never know, man. You know, we might send him to a Sangoma.
I'm assuming that Stefan Anker's selection is partly due to the fact that you've got a Northern Hemisphere tour coming up as well, because he's often in action at those games.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, we don't want to think too far ahead, but it's important he gets a bit of a run. You know, we can't expect him to perform when we eventually decide to play him, and he hasn't played in, you know, 3-4 months. So he's also sort of in the same boat, you know, get some good game time. When we need you, you have to be ready.
Coach, want to talk this week about log points, obviously 2 points difference, looking at the other matches that's taking place across the country, as well as, you know, Glasgow. How important is it that in that first 40 you go out guns blazing and try to get as many points against Ospreys to get that bonus?
Yeah, look, we've got a plan, and the plan we feel is a good plan to win the game, and we really don't want to put ourselves under a lot of pressure. We're chasing 5 points. We want to win the game first, and then the rest will take over. So we want to execute our plan as best as we can, and then, yeah, we'll take the bonus points if it's there for the taking. Yeah. But first things first, perform, execute the plan, and try to win the game.
Frans, if I may ask, how's the feeling been in the camp then? We do as the team obviously know how important this match is, even though with Leinster next week being important. These matches kind of define how the rest or the playoffs will be. How important is that for you though?
Yeah, I think, like Coach Rito said now, we focus completely on Ospreys. We're not looking ahead to Leinster. We're not looking ahead to the tour. All our prep work has gone into this weekend. And if you talk about the log, I mean, if you take us up till, I think it's 9th or 11th place, there's a 4 or 5 point difference. So, you know, it doesn't matter about any other specific games. This game, and our main task is to win it. And that's the only thing we're focusing on.
Just Rito, I'm sorry, just a change. I see that Leon Lyons is back to Griquas. What's the plan with him? Maybe you guys will be more game time, you know, going to the playoffs perhaps.
Yeah,
is he the Poland now or playing against Poland?
Yeah, look, he's playing for the Griquas. We're sticking to the initial plan that, you know, with sort of had with Griquas. Quenzo is back from injury. So Quenzo automatically steps in. Leon Lyons will come back if we short on loose forwards again, loose heads again. But at the moment, we have enough. So he goes back to Griquas, but always on standby to come back.
How far away is Steve from the team?
Steve's pretty close, huh? I think if we wanted to push him this week, we could have.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also important, that he's ready
And
at the right time.
and
Yeah, I think Ellie is still a way off, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Frans, jy's 'n man van groot dade, nie woorde nie. Baie groot dade. Hoe voel jy oor die kapteinskap? Wat sal jou manier wees om die ouens, jy weet, in die kleedkamer en wat sal jy vir die manne sê?
Steven, ja, Afrikaans.
Ja, asseblief.
Eerstens is obviously natuurlik 'n baie groot voorreg en 'n groot eer en 'n persoonlike hoedanigheid, maar dit is nie die belangrikste nie. Ek dink daar's die verantwoordelikheid wat saam met dit kom is die belangrikste en ek hou daarvan om te fokus op ons plan wat ons het vir die naweek en ons voorbereiding was, soos ek net al gesê het, was alles vir Saterdag en om vir Ospreys te wen. En om te hamer op die plan en dat almal hulle spesifieke rol die beste sal uitvoer.
Dit is belangrik om afstand tussen julle en die Ospreys te sit.
In terme van?
Lokpunte, jy weet.
O ja, nee, soos ek vroeër gesê het, dit is so almal is so naby mekaar tussen 4 en 11, of jy kan kom ons sê ons op 5 en 11. Is ongelooflik. Ek dink is actually 5 punte tussen daai 6 plekke. En Ospreys is ook deel van daai spanne in wat so naby mekaar is. So is ongelooflik belangrik en ek dink julle het dit by Coach Rito ook gehoor. Ons fokus is 100% die week en laasweek gewees op Saterdag.
Rita, I understand tactics on Sazi. There've been 1 or 2 games, that he hasn't played a lot, but where he looks like a very explosive ball carrier. When we've seen a few big carries from him. Are you excited about that aspect of his game and to what extent that he can grow still?
Yeah, no, definitely. Sazi, very explosive, good ball carrier. It's just tricky, the position he's playing in. Frans Malherbe. So he's got to fight, right? And that's what he's developing when he's not playing. He's got to learn. Well, he knows that, if he wants to play, he's got to put in a fight at training because that's probably what he'll get for a while before he plays. But he's got the right mindset. He's got the right people around him. Frans Malherbe's learning every day, every scrum session. Very exciting player. So we're looking forward to seeing him tomorrow execute his role and perform as best as he can.
Just something off topic, but Session Zulu today, he's got a cutting station out of 2027. Just for you guys as a coaching, what does that actually mean for you guys?
Yeah, very happy with Sasha. I think very good player. I don't want to say he's a promising player. Anyone who's in our team is no longer promising. He's actually very decent player. So we're quite happy with him signing and staying longer, and we're quite excited for the future.
Frans, I do remember you got selected as a captain quite a long time ago.
2016.
Yeah, which year? Oh, yeah, I was going to ask, which year was that?
That was the co-captaincy with
yeah,
Randy.
captaincy. Yeah, was it 2016? Okay.
Yeah, myself and Mike was arguing about that, but I'll go with Mike. And no, I think it was 16. No, it's definitely not before. It was 16 or 17.
Yeah, it was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Flecky's first season.
Flecky's first season. Okay.
And my first season too.
Who were you co-captain with again?
Johan, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frans, ek en jou, is nou eintlik 'n vreemde vraag vir jou om oor 'n loskakel te praat, maar
Ja.
jy's 'n ou wat baie sterk as 'n jong speler het jy baie sterk jy weet verbintenis met die rugby gehad.
Ja.
Jy raak verbintenis deurgedra.
Ja.
Tot waar jy nou is. Hoe voel jy oor hoe dit nou met die Stormers gaan en dat so Sasha jy weet nou sy toekoms die Stormers toe sê?
Ja, dus eerstens, ek dink ek was baie bevoorreg. Ek dink ons baie ouens wat oor 'n droom. En mense moet ook krediet gee daarvoor. Ek was nog elke keer deur die WP Stormers SA Rugby die geleentheid gegee om hier te kan bly. waarvoor ek ook natuurlik baie dankbaar is en ons weet hoe goed ons skoolstelsel is in die Wes-Kaap. Almal kan nie bly nie, dit is 'n feit. Dit is wonderlik om te sien die ouens wat bly en wat deurkom en 'n ou so Sasha wat ongelooflike rugby speler is. Ja, dis baie ja, dis baie lekker om dit te sien en ek dink ook wat heiliglik met die hoe kan ek dit sê ek praat so baie Engels ek vergeet my Afrikaans met die inligting tot wat ons spelers het is daar baie belovende goed wat ook gebeur in die Unie en baie positiewe goed om na vorentoe te kyk en uit te sien voor wat baie goed is om te hoor en wat 'n ou baie gerus stel.
Any other questions, guys? Were you right? Cool. We've got Leighton online. Yes, Leighton.
Thanks, Marky. Hi, Rito. My Frans. Hope all is well and that you can hear me. Rito, just for you, potentially this could be a banana peel team that you are facing in terms of cracking into that top four. What are the strong points and what are sort of, without giving away what your plan is, but the points that you would like to attack of the Scarlets and that you need to take heed of?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's
Ospreys.
yeah, Ospreys, yeah.
Ospreys, sorry.
It's gonna sound like a straightforward answer. We just wanna execute our game model. You know, we believe the way we play, we can execute that against. If we execute that against anyone, you know, we'll get the results that we require. So that's a big thing. We want to be the best version of ourselves, you know, and from their side, you know, they usually come, a lot of Northern Hemisphere teams come with a strong kicking game. If we can negate that, I think, you know, we'll be able to execute our plan well.
And then just, did you guys feel that this is sort of one of the last games, especially being one of two home games that you could give the guys that you brought in the run? Is that something that you might be able to do against the Lions when they come here, or do you feel that now is the right time to bring in these changes?
Yeah, look, like I said earlier, the big focus was performing as best as we can against the Ospreys, and we feel the team that we've put out, you know, can come out and do the job. Yeah, we haven't thought as far as the Lions in terms of using that to give more guys an opportunity. The big thing is for us to go out tomorrow, execute our plan, and win the game. Yeah, that's about it. You know, we feel we've put out the team that can execute the job.
And then just lastly from me, we've spoken about Sasha and you, the forwards coach, but in the week, JD's being brought back as well for forwards coach. That must be something to smile about.
Yeah, very, very happy with that signing. I've worked with JD before. Good player, smart, physical. Also comes out, you know, he's like almost like a hybrid, can play 4 and 5. Yeah, very, very happy with that signing, you know. And the first thing I said, in the first answer when I was talking, I said it's extremely important that we build a squad, you know, that can hopefully compete in both competitions. And I think having JD back, you know, helps us do that, you know. In the perfect world, you know, it would be nice one weekend to have maybe Salman and Ruben start, and the next weekend JD and Adre, or JD and Kona, or Salman and Gary. That puts us in a very strong position. Now, once you have that level of depth where you could almost, you know, choose different combinations every week. So it's, yeah, very, very happy with that signing. Really excited to have JD come back to Cape Town.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks, Leeds. We'll end with Nathan. Yes, Nathan.
Thank you very much, Mike. Good day, Rito and Frans.
Nick.
Okay. I'll start with you, Rito. Rito, coach, with so many changes at both sides, we'll obviously be looking for a win. I do understand why you want to do it, just building that depth and managing the workload. But isn't there a fear the wheels might fall off against Ospreys? I mean, we've seen this movie before. Other teams in the past weeks have done this and didn't work out with the result.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've made that too many changes. And like I said, you know, with the changes that have come in, it's players that have already played for us, highly experienced players. So it's nothing we're concerned about. And these guys have prepared really well. And we really back them, and that's why they've been selected in the team. So we're not concerned about that. We just looking forward to them doing the best possible job they can tomorrow.
And just talking on the outcome, with how the log is looking at the moment, I'm sure you want to make that top four. You guys have been speaking about that top four during the week. Is there bonus point win the goal for the side?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we want the first thing for us is to win the game. You know, the bonus point will be great, but we've got to execute our plan and try win the game. If we get that bonus point, we'll be extremely happy. But I mean, back to your question, we're playing a team that's 2 points behind us, so we can't take him lightly and start talking about bonus points and all of that. We just want to go out and win the game.
Then finally, Buffel, how are you feeling personally? You obviously haven't had much minutes this season. As captain, how are you feeling? Do you feel that you can put in a full 80 minutes? And how are the boys feeling ahead of this fixture?
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's very good to be back on the field. I've played my first game against Edinburgh. That is 4 weeks ago. 2 games behind me now, and a bye week. And yeah, I'm confident. I don't know about 80 minutes. Probably there's a full front row on the bench, so that probably won't happen. But yeah, very excited, and you know, there's a big responsibility, and all of us, you know, realizes that. And I think I'm no, sorry, I don't think, I know we're very excited for tomorrow.